This is where it started from. This is where it started for me. To become a man. Because I weren't into no Peppa Pig. I weren't into no pig when I was a kid. When I was a child. I came here and I wanted to strive for excellence. I wanted to strive for excellence. And because I spoke my truth as a child, they threw me out of the school. They threw me out of this school. The best day of my life.
Look how long they brought us down here. I've not seen more today, like you this year. Busting and fighting amongst ourselves. Nothing to achieve this way is worse than ever. I say, now is the time, pray and night.
I like doing this, but I have to do this. I'm going to close my eyes and go through what I saw in Spain, because God told me the other day that I've been asleep while I was in Jamaica. You'll hear it in one of the videos. I tell you when I'm down and when I'm up. I tell you when I'm good and when I'm bad, because I have to. So I tell you, he says to me, Jeremiah, you're sleeping too much, you need to wake up. Then he gave me the prophecy of the earthquake and its time and everything is shaking. But let's go back to, because I said, why did you put me in the middle of this field? Okay, let me explain this. The people that were trying to kill me were politicians, school teachers, politicians. They were all what God is showing us is that these people are all workers of the government. A school teacher had a farm. The solicitor that I went to for the land, she works for the government because she has a BAAR. So you think you're going to a lawful person, but you are not. You're going to a person that works for the law, what they have to work by. So you're doing everything by the law. You are, but they ain't. So you get your documents certified and everything. You get all the documentation. Then they turn around and say to you, sorry, we've given you the wrong papers. Well, your town hall stamp is on this, but God told me this before. He says, don't show your face when you go to buy that land. He told me to say this to the Spanish woman. Tell her that she must go as if she's buying the land. And then she came back with this immaculate paper. So she had gone and got me the bullseye in Spain, as if it was her buying it. She didn't really know my plan, but she went ahead because she didn't think I was going to be able to get the money to buy, etc, etc. But she went ahead with the plan and did it and got me the bona fide papers of this land. So I got prime land. But when they saw my face and saw that I could buy it, number one, which I did believe I could, that God gave me, what He gave me, put me in position, right? When I did buy it and she had to show my face to build a house, they said, we gave you the wrong papers. Why does my face make a difference? This is where royalty comes in. I cried the other day in the person's house when I was trying to tell him, you're a king, but now I know who kings are because I am a king myself. You're going to say this is weird. But people have been telling me, you walk down the road as a king, you are, and the reason why I cried was because when I listened to this man's video, let me stop it there. No, let me continue. The reason why I cried is because when I listen to this man's video and see that he's on the run, I'm just finishing off something here for Rapper Grappo, who seems to always laugh at people and their downfall. father and son TV pro. Idea, what a shock. That's what it came in at. Anyway, the black guy plays the fool. I mean, you know, we can actually see the concept there. He's showing it himself. I didn't know he was going to go into that, but that's what we're going to. Hi, Rapper. How are you? Hope you're fine. Now, so I was just trying to tell him that the last thing we just watched was a politician. This is a politician, right? But Rapper can't see. Because I said to myself, first thing I said is she doesn't look, it's her skin you must look at. She's well looked after. And he's there, he's lost. So she's there well looked after. And then she's... So now this is a setup, it's a setup. The people answering the questions, one second. The people answering the questions are setting up the actual play. It's all a setup. What does this do? It stops others from complaining because they believe the complaint has been done. Well, she has her house full of food. I told you the politicians are all set. Her house is full of food. Her shop is full of stock. And the shop behind her is empty, because that's not political. She just said it herself, all it has is dry biscuit. But someone shopped her. This is how God works. I told you it's 2020. What's in the darkness will come to light straight away. Straight away. So we go back onto this now. And we just watch. You need to wake up and learn. Rapper Grappa, every time I see you smiling.
I think them start, they say from which one the girl you get. I think I hear, I don't fit, say them go there. So, it's like the black kid that come up to the bridge here. I think you got your mind over the bridge. So I go.
She thinks a lot of things, doesn't she? You know what I mean? She thinks a lot of things, right? But I'm not going to run her down. Everyone is playing a part in this. Everyone is playing a part in their own downfall. You're going to say, well, you're playing a... This is my risk, because the only thing that can hurt me is the people outside. You people who may choose not to pass this video. None of you have been helping me. In a sense. But in a sense, millions of you have been helping me. Do you understand? So I'm not going to let those millions suffer. The millions are few. But when one person comes up to me that's good, it's like the whole world. Do you understand? It's for those people. That's why I do this. That's why I'm even on this YouTube thing. Remember, it was a give back. Remember, and the policeman actually was warning me, but I didn't understand all the time. Stopped me on the road. You're a bit of a legend, aren't you, mate? I said, officer, look, we all look alike. And I looked at him, he says, we've all, he said, you all got long hair and guitars, have you? What I realised now, he says, he was saying, hey, what, you're all royal, are you? That's, you see, when it drops, you're not all royal. You're being watched. I said, officer, you're serious, aren't you? And he says, yes. He says, when you go home, go on YouTube and go Hammersmith Buskers. And when I went home, he knew me before I knew myself. Do you understand the situation now? So let me continue. Let me go back. We know that this woman is political. We know that. We know. Because you just look at her body. I know that there's going to be starvations in Jamaica. Why? Because when I went to Sainsbury's this evening, all the shelves were super clean. Super clean. They were not meant to be restacked. I said to the woman, I says, why are the shelves being restacked? She said, oh, they were stacked to the morning. I said, they were stacked to the morning. And then people came in and took everything away again.
Stiff-legged fool, you think you are cool to deny me my simplicity.
going to try and do to show you the dangers that we're actually in.
Wrong interpretation.
Because I've been told if I put this up, they're going to kill me. They've told me. But what am I to do? For 2.5 years I've sat down running for my life. Like this man. I've been running for my life all my life, but I didn't realise it. Since I've been a child in every school. Ask my parents, they will tell you. This is where it started from. This is where it started for me. To become a man. Because I weren't into no Peppa Pig. I weren't into no pig when I was a kid, not a child. I came here and I wanted to strive for excellence. I wanted to strive for excellence. And because I spoke my truth as a child, they threw me out of the school. They threw me out of this school. The best day of my life. That's a bit over God. The best day of my life. What has one of those people done for me? What are they doing for me now? What did
I don't wanna rule ya, no. I don't wanna school ya, no.
what did they, Norman one, he's the one that got me thrown out of my school. I said to them, that is a white man. He's not, I say he's a white man. How come the white man run our country? I'm a child, we have to stop and start to praise a white man in school. I wasn't having it. And they weren't having me because I weren't bowing to no white boy. So when the girl tell me, say, go English, I go, suck your daddy hood. Go and suck your daddy hood if that is a black man. And they expel me. And it's the best thing they have done for me. Because they couldn't administrate me, you see? Couldn't infiltrate me. Couldn't break me down. And see there, me left. And I got to Veer Technical School. And them do the same thing again. The same thing of Veer Technical, because me I stand up for my rights. No, you can stay there and make the other kids them bust your head open with big milestone. When they don't know, say me go in a truck up a mucko with milestone bigger than where the girl could have lived. Big so. And them that kind of milestone kill me brethren, kill me. See? And yeah, come pick up milestone where me there Veer. And I'm mucko, you see me I come from a avoid milestone and you want to pick up milestone a Veer if you come through and me head kill me. And if you just sit down there. I get some blood clot like Ben Francis, me know say you twist in your grave now because what? Now walk upon you, don't it? Now you might walk upon you can't feel the bone them as now walk the earth. I tell me about me feel secular. See that you're there ground. And me there above ground and make sound. You understand? So me not feel live the way you live because you dead the way you're dead. And see me still a live here. If me did follow Fierce philosophy, me that dead. You hear me? One love. Teachers find a way to... They used to lie about me in Tottenham School. I put myself on report just so I could show the truth to my parents every day because I was getting beaten. I was getting, yeah, it is for black. You're bad in school, you understand? I wasn't bad. Just victimized. So I went to the headmaster and I said, I want to go and report, please. He says, report? But this is what God told me to do. I said, yeah, I want to go and report. He says, what? I says, because I just want to go and report. I couldn't tell him the truth. I said, you can't refuse me to go and report. And he let me go and report. So it was like I had a form that every teacher had to fill in after every lesson to say how I was. So at the end of the year, when they wrote a bad and false report about me, every day was signed by for a teacher. Every single hour was signed by excellent, brilliant, wonderful, good man, blah blah, all this. But yet, in the final production of the report that they put out in your school report, you are bad. Expelled in Jamaica, speaking my rights. Expelled in my primary in Jamaica, speaking my rights. Do you understand? Now we go over to this Jamaican man. Been running for his life for over 20 years. Every day police is coming to his house to kill him. Sounds familiar? Sounds like what I've been saying in Winning God's Glory 4. Everywhere I go, just out of the blue. And when I call the police, they arrest me. When there's witnesses there, no matter how many witnesses, they don't care. They arrest me. No matter what case, what situation. Told you when Boris Johnson came into the room and he bowed. This is how you begin to know yourself. They know you. You don't know yourself. You're not meant to. That's how deep this is. And I thought I knew myself. I knew I was capable of so many things. Whatever I wanted to do, I know I could do it. But I just wasn't allowed. There's always these glass ceiling, glass doors from a restaurant, shops, whatever. Building firms, stalls, market stalls, property, whatever I did. Minicab office. They came and told me when I was 19. You can't have a minicab office in these premises because there's a bus stop there. And if you do, it's a £5,000 fine a day. 19 years old, black man. Yet, there's a minicab office, Dalston Cars, just down the road, outside the train station. No parking facility because there's a bus depot that used to park there. And they were fine. So you see, even if I paid them, they would have still put me down. It's the royalty. There are certain men who are not allowed to breed and lead. This is one of them.
And I just want the people to know, you know, I mean, they say shoot up a police car, and which the police them is telling a lie. Police them want to kill me for a long time, and they tell lie for me. Every day police come on my yard. Before even they say police officer get shot. Every day police come on my yard. I say me wanted, I left message with the people. They say they want to kill me. And at 2 years now, I've been running from the police force. For nothing at all. Barton police.
What did I say?
Police and the whole of them.
Say me.
For nothing
Another runner.
Nothing at all, Mr. Angelo.
But what it is, he's talking to the Prime Minister.
Anything to prove or anything.
But it's the Prime Minister who controls the police. You understand? So this is publicity for the politicians. That it looks good if they go and rescue him, but they will still out him in another way because he is not meant to breed and lead. Why? Why did I hit onto him so hard? They took away his mother from the child. Bob Marley says, every time I plant a seed, they say, kill it before it grows. They took away my children. In the end, the courts ran away. The Supreme Court in Sweden ran away from me. Every single courtroom that I've been to runs away. They can't come up with a proper judgment, a legal judgment. And when you go for appeal, never heard. They tell you they've heard it. When you look at the dates of receiving and the dates they send you the judgment, they send you judgment before they even receive your appeal. Politicians throughout the whole of England, throughout the whole of Spain, global. These people are on another level. So this guy, when I see him, when you watch my video and I'm trying to tell you about the earthquake, and you see me like, you know what I mean, you can see there's some element there's an awareness there that things are not quite right, not for the person, but around his environment. It's the same thing you see with this guy. Continue to watch.
This man get everything that happened in Lukupot community, it's one man named Carl Ramon Brown. Whether it's me or it's not me. Me not do nothing about no badness. Me don't know nothing about no badness. Zin, and me tree pitney them me I live for. Anybody can come in a liquor pot and ask. Everybody know who would shoot off of the police. The man them never hide and shoot off of the police. Zin, if body man done when police get shot off of, in the come good on the everybody, they say, me no know nothing about no shooting or everything. People them tell in the come. These policemen still been coming. So they want to kill me. And they want to look for me in a full force. And so they want to kill me. And this and that. Me have to been running for my life in a bush.
In a full force. They're in their suits. They're protected by the crown, by the government. So they can go and kill him. Do you really think I can't get justice while I'm alive for what they've done to me, and I have video recordings? These are politicians and police crying out loud. Shouldn't you be helping me to prosecute them? But no, you're all scared. And now you're locked in your house. But this was a prophecy, you see. This man is a prophet. Look at the hair that he dons. Do you understand? He dons a full head. Look, you see me and him, you see the same nose, you see there's certain marks. This man is also a prophet. And he's a prophet in the bush, running scared. Where was I? In the middle of nowhere, running scared. But God, who put us there? Who's keeping him alive in those bushes? Who put him there? Who put Nebuchadnezzar in the bush to run around like a madman? Do you understand now? He's telling you to save yourselves. This is a prophecy. The man is sitting in the bush telling you, the burning bush. The bush, remember my bush was burning? But I still came through it, didn't I? The same bush. Remember that. I had pictures to show you. Here is a man with the same bush. Moses went to a bush and got messages. You need to listen, people. I can't make this up. This is a prophet in a bush. He is being made to suffer and to speak in this hour. He will tell you himself with his own mouth, 20 years. I've been here 20 years. And notice all these things. And it's now 2020.
As you can see, in a bush me there, I run for my life, Mr. Andrew. What you gonna do about the state of emergency that you put in Mobile, Mr. Andrew? Because, listener, the state of emergency is not the problem, you know. But the police, them, is the problem, you know. Because if them are work with the law, you don't think that the community them would give out more information if the police then working with the company. When I look now, I hear your house now. Boom, a police kick off your door.
There you go. I'm gonna let this play because there's an advert coming. You understand? I have to watch out because now that I've just heard what he said, do you understand? Is it like a prophecy? When you think it's peace and safety, all of a sudden, if the police was coming to my house now,
boom, box you done,
right,
kick you done,
right, exactly. That's
all this hell, you go get information out of community from people. When you deal with people, so I approach people, so right now the police them come, they not catch me. You know they lock up my mother, they lock up my father, they lock up my sister, they lock up my brother, they lock up my baby mother. For what me not know about? When the shooting I go on, me there at a bar, anybody can tell it. Me the right top side where shooting I go on. People on the scene where shooting go on, when you know it's who. If people them attack, or who. So why police still a look for me? These men have something against me, wanna kill me about because they claim to say me and Bowser are friends. Who?
Now, anyway, he went down for 20 years. I can't keep telling you people, man. This is a prophecy and I have to wake up. What the man is saying is 2.5 years. What God is saying basically is for the last 20 years I've been giving a warning. From the millennium. From the turn of this year I was given century, I given a warning. I know you get warning from him and you get warning from me. That means you get warning from both sides of the ears. This is a parable. Not just me one, but many people from this side. So everybody here. And not one person run to help themselves. It's not the man, not me or him. It's yourselves you don't help. That's the parable, that's the prophecy. So on a gone on a run gone by toilet paper. By the gallon load. Because what do you believe inside that or no? You can see it now. What should be inside that or no, not inside that or no. On to buy the right thing for the right situation. And this is a landslide. Nobody, we don't hear no landslide for God. You understand? We don't hear that. But that's where the landslide for God is, because the same landslide where we hear when we're running for shithole is the opposite direction to God. Do you hear it? I have to tell you, because it affects me too. If I don't, and if these people manage to forget me, then my life is in vain. So I have to do the works of the Father and tell them no. Whether no see a person like me or anybody else, and I know them come to them for help, and I don't help them, the parable of that is, it is Jesus coming to you because he sent me to you. And when you do your wrongs and so and so and yeah, when you're doing the wrongs and so and so, and choose certain people to come in with a message, but they are gifted in one way or another, and Babylon can never take them, and they try to kill them. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel, but they can't kill certain people. Not allowed. If anything, those people can kill them, but it's not that I haven't wanted to, you know, but I'm not allowed. It's not allowed. Thank God. You understand? Because every man has a potential. Come on, don't feel that I'm different. You know, everybody has that potential to do good and do bad. So not start now. Oh, he's got his head right. He's a killer. No. You are the killers of your own self. Because when you have people that telling you, find God, do good, and they don't want to listen. And when catastrophe run, the first thing they run to are the toilet. And that's the first thing they think of, technically. Understand? But going to Sainsbury's this evening and seeing all the shelves clear and not meant to be packed again, that's when I realized, boy, this is wicked. This is a wicked thing. All the food cut. They never told anybody this, you know, really and truly. They just drop it like a bomb. And it's an atom bomb because it's a mushroom. It have a stem and it just got over the whole world. But they are covered by the same thing. Because in order to have soldiers to fight people and hold people, the soldiers have to be fed food and money. Or at least food and good living. But the people know. They're fighting out blacks, whites, all you people in the bank that treating me like piece of shit. The whole of them is foreign. You want the manager is Polish, girl you Syrian, this one is Indian, this and they're not treating me like shit. When all come from foreign and come into a bank and face with my my gratitude in that bank and treating me like shit. That's when you know the royalty. Not one person was in the bank to help me get my money, and they kept me for a good hour right to the bank close till everybody gone. And then started, and when I looked around, 2 people did this, a bank manager did this one did this, next 2 person did this one did this, about 5 people all surrounded me to not give me my money and told me I wasn't allowed to record. I couldn't record visually, but I recorded verbally. Every single one told a lie. But the day before, God told me this in front of a man in a shop. He said to me, you're going to see foolishness every second. Every other second you're going to see foolishness. This is the seasons for fools. And believe me, in that bank, I saw so many, one move. But they all wait till the black woman had gone. The black woman that knew me and could verify me. The man that put the apps in my telephone, who put the apps in the phone, said, oh, well, I have it recorded. I can't remember. I didn't remember me all of a sudden. The man when me show the apps in the bank right now, show him the apps and say, look, your internet not working, so the app's not coming on. It give me my password and my number and everything, but it won't log on. Sake of that, it locked me out of my one account. I feed them 69 at work. Then I said to me now, oh, you never had the apps. And Tim said, the ID that I used to open the bank account, my passport and all my documents that you need are now not good enough to close it. So what? So I asked the man, the same one I say, never put it on my phone. I said, hold on. The documents that I used to open this bank account now, what do I use to close it? He says, well, it's normally the same. So I said, how come they tell me it's not the same now? So basically, they're trying to steal the money. Spain do the same thing, but there's no police you can go to. And they are connected. So this is all prophecy for Uno. This is what's going to happen to you. We've been put here for it to happen to us. We've been put here for it to happen to us. There's only one person that put this here for it to happen to us. Jehovah God. You don't need to wake up, because I'm good as dead. Believe me. You feel say, why then go and close a school for a year? Why not 6 weeks? Why not 4 weeks? You remember where Bush said we're going into Iraq for 2 weeks? Remember now? Heard it all before? They're still in Iraq. They had to disrupt that country. Disrupt all the countries globally, get people all running around the world, and then close the borders and who they feel like that's the best ones. Watch and see. The financial system is the next one now. They're forcing this bankruptcy. They're forcing something. It's not going to be to your benefit, period. Jaja is coming. I've been trying to tell you, wake up. So let me tell you about why I need to cry now. So when I explaining to the man, say listen, he's a king, you know. My son that was kidnapped from me. My 3 children, like this guy, so there's 3 children. You see it now? He couldn't speak English. I cried yesterday because he did speak English. You know what he said? That he's king. In captive in Sweden. At 3 years old, he's never spoken English. That is king. He can't speak English now. He's 11 in captive, he can't speak English. But I could play the video. Children knows. And I know. This is why I have so much problem in this world. See, the world's turned upside down, isn't it? So what's at the top, and at the bottom, what's the bottom, and at the top. And this is what they don't want. This is why people like Stephen Lawrence's of these world, garnet silks, you go in amongst them and try and fit in, but they'll only fool you. RSF, Mega Star Factors, you see it now? They only fool you to mislead you to a certain death. They'll use it to big up their thing. Garnet silk build up so much, and then he was to do the rebel salute, but look what happened. They saluted him. All coming out now. So people, it's not about, they're not worried about, they're still worried about people like us, because it's going to come to that. They don't want us to get together now. Now it's getting together. The Chinese protest was they can't have that situation because they just about handled that. That's why they picked the Chinese. Understand? The biggest force. Can you see it now? Does it make any sense at all? The protest and the collapse of the protest. It's only what the protest was going on. It wasn't going to be stopped. But you people all sat around the world, and instead of helping, didn't help yourselves. Now you can't do what they were doing. This is the prophecy I'm trying to tell you all the time. Helping me is not helping yourself. Not helping me is not helping yourself. Not helping the neighbours, not helping yourself. Not helping this one's not helping yourselves. And now, this is how we're going to be communicating for a while, maybe forever. Don't know. No food. Suppose I turn off heating, and if you can't work, how are you going to pay for heating? If you can't go to work, how are you going to run the heating supply companies? And the water, and come on. But they've managed to get people like me off of a land that could connect us to food. I was too big. Could have helped too many people. Can you see it now? How many people could have ate good food and survived these kind of catastrophes? Can you see it now? You can't grow grass 8 feet high. They will kill you. Moral of the story. Or try. But God put me there. And the same interpreters that they brought to him and told him, this is the man of God. I said, what did you say? Because he spoke in Spanish, something I could have understood. I said, what did you say? He said, I told him you're a man of God. I didn't tell him to tell him that. Who told him? They brought him. He told him. You understand? So I wear my crown proud now. I wore it out today. And it's just completely, that's why I'm surrounded by so many people not wanting to keep my money. So I said, I'm coming back with my passport and all my details tomorrow to close this bank. Watch and see if they don't present another problem now for me to close my bank account. Just like in Spain, they wrote me a letter and they don't know my address. Tell me on the phone they don't know my address. On my email, I've got it in writing. It says, pardon? Yet they send me letters every month. And I can't get my money in Spain. I can't get to my land in Spain. God made me for a reason. For this season. They're scared of me. Totally scared. Don't know where to turn. I've seen judges speak English in front of me in a courtroom. After I've said my prayers. I've seen the red eye of the judge. The demon in the eye. So I know it's not human. We're with hybrids already. Because when I saw the red in the eye, that's when I wanted toilet paper in that courtroom. By the grace of God, that's when I wanted toilet paper. Quickly grabbed my Psalm 23. After I finished, pop, She says, but you don't speak English. Oh, but you do, Your Honour. Defending what I told you was going to be. What did I just say? I told it was going to happen. And made her speak English whilst doing it. People, you better listen, because I didn't even know that I did that. Do you understand? One more. I think we really need to listen to Winning God's Glory 3. It tells you about the virus. I told you this is the politicians' fault that they started, didn't I? What did I say they were doing to my fields? Spraying it. They were sprayed into the day. Their tactics is the same as what I'm trying to say. This is how the virus, we got the virus. They sprayed it into the skies and the birds fell. I had dead animals on the land. The whole land, just the one land, is what God wants you to see and learn from. Just that one thing. But you know, seeing you won't see and hearing you won't hear. When I'm watching, I've got 3 likes here so far, and I've commended those people because they need commending, and by God's grace I pray that those people, 3 people, are saved from some kind of depression or pressure that's coming our way. There's 3 people, because there are 3 people that wants better, that likes what God is doing. Do you understand? Not what I'm doing, like what God is doing. The rest, toilet paper, huh? We go for toilet paper and let's see how it helps us. But this, the prophecy, this film is bigger than all of us. It tells you everything about how they work. If you watch the video, you see their coordination with cameras, with tanks. What did I just say? Tanks. They had... In the end of this, fire engines came in the end. Police. So this had fire, police, but never on time. When the police turned up, they punched me in my chest. Go to the road. I said, Jose, jefe, yo conozco. How do you know me? I don't know you. Same thing. You know me, who I am. I've never seen you in my life. You punched me in my chest and you know who I am. That's why you punched me in my chest. Does it make sense now, people? This is not a rant. It's your own lives that someone has been trying to warn you about. It's a prophecy in front of your own eyes. They started their own fires, spraying my land. God captured everything. That's what he's trying to tell you. The fires that they're spreading around the world, they're the one that's doing it. And this thing that's spraying it, they're the ones that's spraying it on his land. That's the prophecy. On his, trying to kill his people. You understand it now? Is his. They're there for their heirs and successors. We're his heirs and successors. That's why they want certain ones of us dead. Boy, it takes a long time to work yourself out. But I've worked it out, and I realised why I didn't buy no toilet paper. There's no shit in me. But they try and force it in you. They were spraying. The video tells you everything. I'm obviously they didn't spray, and that would not catch a fire. They didn't give me water for 10 years, so I had to learn to farm without water. And can you hear that, people? I learned to farm without water. I grew grass at 7 to 8 feet high without water. And they had chemicals and water, and they can only grow grass 3 feet high. You hear that? They also control the water. Picking it all up now. In our water supplies, they've been controlling our water. Look at the land and our food. You're not allowed to grow good food. This is what this is all breaking down to. No matter what God wants for his people, It's what the land is saying. They don't want that. They will burn and kill God's people out. That's what's happening to you right now. Whether you're God's people or not. Because they have their chosen elites already. They're unsworn to their successors and heirs. Dead people are not successors. Remember that. Or heirs. In God's glory. Oh, I'd never thought it. Stay, and if a man comes tomorrow, I'll make a passage for you. I never released a video until just look when he told me to release it, and everything is falling to exact time. Not a day before, not a day after. Happened in 2:17. At the end of 2:17, he gave me the prophecy. Jaja is coming. He gave me that in Jamaica. And he gave me many other songs in Jamaica. I'm going to try and find them now and put them out with these videos. This is sound bites. But just so you can hear the spiritual awareness and the message that he's been given throughout his ins and outs of my life. I can't say outs because he's always in it. The truck turned over with 3 of us in front, 3 on the back. Every single person received an injury from that, including me, which I didn't know at the time. Everyone. Broken back. Dead. How's that? Stone in the head. He shot a cow the week before. Same stone killed him in his head. A friend of mine. Driver next to me, paralysed. This one next to me, damaged back. One on the back, broken foot, end up in a wheelchair. And the other one dead. I'm the other one that came out. And then, you know what they said? Him dead, granny's here of him. I could never work that out. And this is what it is. People praise the devil. They praise the dead. Why couldn't they say God saved him? Look how God saved the man. Why couldn't they give God his glory? So I'm here to give him his glory. He saved me. You people in mock off, God saved me. Do you hear me? Not a dead person. People don't die in one sense. Their spirits don't die. The body does, yes. God's going to change all that very soon. But believe me, all this ties in. 2020, everything balances up from 2017 right until now. From that place there, because he told me after those 2 guys attacked me in the library, remember I told you? I was inside a police station in the cells. And he said to me, "That what I told you not to fight for these children." I said, "Yes, Father, you know what?" He said, "Now get up and go to Spain." And that's what I had to do. I said, okay. As soon as I was out, I went up and went to Spain. I had to come back for that court case. And the man and the ones that attacked me in the library didn't even turn up. It's police work. They let them. The police officer in Wandsworth says to me, I said, "Officer, what's this all about?" I said, "I didn't attack these guys. You can see I'm not a criminal. I get mugged and I get arrested. Excessive force for excessive force. 1 man against 3 guys in iron bar." You know what he said? "We need people like these." My mouth dropped. At least he was honest. We need people like these, otherwise we're out of a job. But the man is saying to me, I need to eat. So I look over your shoulder now, because they need to eat. We all need to eat. But some are going to look at it a different way, because they have to survive. They're the ones with the weapons. That's the way I go.